What is up, YouTube? I know I haven't been on here in forever. Don't judge me. Judge me at me. No, but today is story time. Let's just get right to the point. So, my story today is about how I went and seen a medium for the first time. A medium, y'all. Me. I want to see psychic, medium, whatever the hell you want to call them people. No disrespect. Yeah, so my best friend took me to go and see this lady. Well, it was to go get the crystals and the beads and the bracelets and the sprays and the oils and whatnot. And she normally gets the reading every time. And normally I don't. And I did. I felt some type of way about it before. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's all witchy pooey, you know, whatever. Let me stop that. I have discernment, and I feel like it was straight. Yes, I did. I went and I got a reading from this lady called Ask Laura, or whatever. But anyway, it's different vendors who sell different things, holistic, like sage and, like I said, in crystals and whatnot. And to make a long story short, let's get to it. So for this being my first time, she asked me to give her something of mine, a possession of mine. So I gave her my ID. She held on to my ID like this. And if you're watching the dishes, y'all see these gray hairs? She asked me to hold my ID while she was channeling me in the universe. It was pretty cool though. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't feel weird or nothing like that. It was pretty cool. I was nervous before I started it, but then once she started doing it, I'm not gonna lie, when she first started doing it, I was kind of skeptical. So I'm like, you finna tell me the same exact shit you just told somebody else. I heard the reading you did on my best friend, and some of the stuff in the beginning was a little similar. So I was like, here we go, this fake shit. I didn't pay for it, so I was like, I ain't wasting my money. But she basically told me, as far as like, you know, she gave me the gist of it, as far as like what I like.
You do.
She said I should stop doing this, being a really big what if person. She asked me that. She's like, you're a big what if person, and I like the fact that she used what if, because that's the term I use when I tell people that I'm like that. Like, I'm not paranoid, I'm just a big what if person. Like, I don't do a lot of stuff because what if, you know? I don't want to wear that because what if? Just different shit like that. She said, did I make videos? Am I on, you know, social media much? And I'm like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel or whatever. And so she was telling me how, excuse me, she was telling me how, she was like, you like cooking? And I'm like, yeah. And it's so funny she said this because the day before, my son had just said, Mom, you be cooking and it be looking so pretty and stuff. Like, why don't you, like, do videos of you cooking? I'm like, but it was crazy because she brought it up and said that I should do videos like that. It was cool. Then, she brought up my children. That really is where I started to really believe, was when she started to talk about my kids, specifically my youngest child, because she was like on the nose with him and some of the things that he was feeling and some of the things that he was doing lately. So she was on the nose, okay?
So they had me like, okay, she might be on to something.
Then when she got on my love life, I was like, okay, oh shit. Now, she's starting to scare me a little bit because she too, once again, on the nose with it. She was giving details. I'm talking about how the person looked, certain shit, like, it was crazy. So, the very last thing, because she was done, you know, talking to me or whatever, and she was like, is there anything that she didn't go over that I wanted her, or any questions that I want to answer that she didn't say already? So I brought up the fact that I have a really hard problem with going to funerals now. I have not been to a funeral since my sister passed in 2014. And I think I went to one funeral after her. I can't even remember. Because I think I just tuned it out of my head. But other than that, I refused to go to a funeral. And I think that's kind of messed up because, you know, I do want to give my respects, but it's just the way that I'm affected spiritually. And some people don't understand that, and I'm not going to explain myself to nobody either. So, I mean, I feel like people can get mad at me if they want to, but it affects me in a spiritual way, spiritually and mentally. And at the end of the day, nobody's going to be here for me when it affects me the way that it does. And so she was like, your sister's here. And she's here with somebody else too. Would you like for me, she said, is it okay, or would you like for me to bring, or would you like for me to bring them in? I said, hell yeah. And I said it so quick because it was my sister. And you know, I got a couple of other family members that I would love for her to bring in too, but you said my sister, so I was like, come on, bring her in. And I knew it was real because I never told her that my sister was not from here. I never told her. Basically told me that my sister told her to tell me that, you know, don't beat up on myself for not coming before, you know, she passed. My sister said that she was sorry that she had to leave before I could make it out there. She also said that my sister comes to me in a butterfly. It's crazy because when she said that, I'm like, oh shit, I kind of figured that because it's this one butterfly. Every time I go on the porch, it's this one butterfly that comes out, and it's only when I'm out there, comes out, flies past again, and then disappears. Every day, every time I go out there, no matter what the weather is, that butterfly's out there. And she said that's my sister. That my sister also told her to know that she is always here with me. Like, she's like always behind me. Like, also, you know, she got my back. And I felt like that she's had my back since she's passed, because there's some things that I have been through, and I'm like, I need somebody to have my back. And she had. She also said that my sister likes hiding things from me, which I can believe too, because it has been plenty of times, and it's been the last couple of years, every time I put something somewhere in my room, in my space, and I know for a fact that it should be there, and it ain't something that I know somebody will come in and touch and move. I come in there and it's not there no more, and I'm like, I know I put it there. But my sister said to let her know that it was, to let me know that it was her moving my stuff around and then putting it back because she thinks it's funny. And that and that she was laughing and that I could be annoying. To her, I've always could be a little annoying, which I know that part too. My sister Brandy told me that's my face. She's a very blunt person, like the rest of her siblings. What else did she say? Like, just that my sister got my back, man. That's what's most important. And I just thought it was really cool. And I'm glad that I actually did do the reading because, like I said, I needed that. It gave me a sense of, you know what I'm saying? And I did cry like a little biatch when I was sitting there because she was talking about my son. Like I said, she hit key points with my kids, my relationship status, and with my sister and my grandma. And what I would say is, I mean, it ain't for everybody, but if you feel led to do it, I would tell you should do it. If you feel led to do it. I'm not big with the tarot cards, but the reading, just somebody reading me, reading the spirits, the ambiance around me, my life, that I was okay with. So, yeah. It was no cards. It was just her holding my ID card. And, you know, just reading my life. And it felt real. It was... But anyway, I am going to get to these dishes because I need to get them out the way. They're getting on my nerves. And I need to get myself... yeah, I just figured, like, let me get this out the way and let me do this now. It's a quick story time. And there's some content. I mean, I need to get back on my grind. And I'm here for it. And I need to just get back to me. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is. Okay. If you feel me, comment, like, subscribe. You know what to do. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Love y'all. Peace.